Hello, this is a training video that talks about how to use the Territory Plan Pro dashboard and reports to get greater insight into your territory plans. Here we are in Salesforce.com in the Sales Cloud. You've already created territory plans and now you want to get a greater insight into how you're doing with your territory plans. The dashboard gives you 6 views of that. You can modify it if you like, you can edit it, you can clone it. Okay, so let's take a look. We have 3 reports on the top that look at how we are doing versus our territory plan sales goals. I clicked on the first one and it gives me this graph which shows me my goal in blue, my new sales needed, and my pipeline gap in green and orange respectively. I can see where I have a large pipeline gap. I can go down into the report, which is below. It sorts by owner name and then by territory plan name, and it gives me the data here and aggregates the sums here. So also I can click, I'm just one click away from the territory plan. The next view of how we're doing versus our territory sales goal shows the goal in blue and the sum of closed opportunities in green. You can see here we're making progress. In these 2 territory plans we are concerned it's going rather slowly. Again, we can look in more detail. We can click on the plan and take a greater look. Finally, we have the goal and the pipeline gap, and it also shows the open opportunities, what's in our funnel. Again, this one would be of concern. We have a large pipeline gap and not a lot in our funnel. Another thing you would want to look at is opportunity amount by stage by plan. So let's say we're getting on close to the close of the quarter, the month, the year, and we want to find opportunities that we can close. This shows our territory plans versus the opportunity stage versus the amount. And it can show us where we have opportunities that are close to closing, in this case, the purple. And we can take a look and we can see, wow, there's a lot of opportunity there. And we can go down into the specific plan and click on the plan or click on the specific opportunity that make that, that is such a big opportunity. Another one that would be particularly interesting if you are concerned about account type. So these are account types along here. Type would be customer, prospect, partner, and it can show you again where you are in the opportunity stage and the amount. And again, you can go down here. You can click on the particular, well, it sorts by stage, and you can click on the particular account and the particular opportunity. It shows you the amount, the stage duration, and some other important data. Finally, we can look at the stage duration by plan. That is how long are we taking in each stage of the sales process. In this case, we're taking a long time in the qualification stage and the stage right before closing. That would be concern. And we would be able to take a look at the data, and this would help us identify what's going on and maybe what corrective action is needed. So that's an overview of the dashboards. Let's take a look at the reports. Here are the reports. The way to get to them is to go into your reports and dashboards folder, territory plan reports. You'll see you have 15 reports that give you greater insight into what's going on. 6 of them are the ones that we just saw in the dashboard. Let's take a look at the other ones. Here we have activities and strategy by plan. Each time when you're in a territory plan and you create a new strategy, you are given the opportunity to create a new task or event. And that task or event is pre-populated by our program with in the comments field. It shows the strategy and the tactic. So, and we sort for that. and we can show you it in this report. So the report shows you that it sorts by owner and then by territory plan. So here's a particular plan, and it shows the tasks and events for that plan. And you can still click on the territory plan or on the specific tasks or events. And this data, of course, also shows up on your homepage, meaning the task or event shows up on your homepage. And you can sort by, if you're a territory manager, you can sort by your activities. If you are a sales manager, you can sort by your team's activities. If you're a senior executive, you can sort by all activities, which is true for all of the reports. Okay. You may want to take a deep dive into how long we're taking in each stage of the sales process. This gives you a lot of data on that, and it can give you some insights into what opportunities are taking so long in the sales process, and therefore you might again be able to find some corrective action that would be appropriate. Another very helpful report is the territory plan summary, and it summarizes at the selected level. In other words, if I'm a territory manager, I can just look at my plan or plans. If I have people reporting to me, I can look at theirs. So here is an aggregate of each of my plans, and it gives you the sums at the bottom. Another one that is very useful, especially for management, is this gives the territory plan summary by date. So this is a test environment, but imagine if you had these, if these were months, and you could see how these very important numbers are varying by month. So for example, new sales needed, and pipeline gap. Let's think about pipeline gap in orange. So if this was the beginning of a new year and the pipeline gap went up, that would be okay. But you would hope that pipeline gap is going to go down over the course of a sales year or sales quarter. And if it doesn't, that might be cause for concern. And you can use this data to help you understand why that is happening. Another thing that could be very useful, either at the territory manager level or the sales manager level, is what are our top opportunities by plan? Again, this would aggregate by however many plans or however many people, however many plans there are beneath you in the Salesforce hierarchy. In this case, I might have a geography and a vertical focus, and I can see how I'm doing and what my top opportunities are in each of those plans. And you can change the amount that is used to filter for a large opportunity. In this case, it's $100,000. And we can also look at top opportunities by type by plan. In other words, existing business, new business. If we are looking to build one or the other of those, we can take a look at that. We can get more detail here. And then finally, we have a usage report that shows you how many plans per territory manager. It sorts by territory manager name, and you can look at each of the reports, each of the territory plans, and identify the last modified date, when it was created, and etc. And so this has been an overview of the Territory Plan Pro reports and dashboards that help you get a greater insight into what's going on in your territory plans and therefore how you can achieve your goals.